Ooh, much needed, baby. I'm gonna need it for this one because this weekend I believe it's gonna be unique. We wait how many years? 4 years for something like this. Last year, I remember when I watched it, no cryptocurrency companies on it. 4 years later, and I not during a bear market. Well, we're seeing some pretty special show up. Only two on the top of my mind: algorand and crypto.com. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another live version of yours truly. Today's Thursday. It's pretty chill today here where I live in Texas, and it is an amazing story, right? I want to have a great time with you today and yesterday. We've been updating you with the latest, of course, but another opportunity to have a great time with the fam. Q&A questions and everything, baby. Bring it up to me. I'm gonna show you the latest. I want to show you guys because look, here in the crypto space we forget things like this. So what I want to do for you is I want to keep you in the know with what he said about the World Cup, because guys, now go and watch TikTok, go and watch Twitter. Everyone is already in Qatar. My Mexican team is in Qatar. Your team is in Qatar. Everyone is in Qatar. So obviously, it's a time for us to finally enjoy, which if we can enjoy something, right? It is what it is. Look, the price looks like this, everybody. I want to talk with you about the price analysis, some price predictions, and have a good discussion on this because I think price is really what everybody wants to see. But this one is, only crypto.com can make a claim of it. Now, I need to retweet this because I don't want to play it. I don't want to get copyrighted. If you don't know, it happens all the time. But I'm going to go ahead and come down and it's going to play with no audio here. First of for Qatar. First for crypto. Can crypto get more mainstream than this? Qatar official sponsor. Super quick. So I think it's going to be a nice show, guys, where man, we wait so long for something like this. Whether you like this or not, I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. Who do we have in the house? Luis, welcome. Mommy of the Aka, welcome. Robin, welcome. And the entire family in the house. Look, guys, this is what people are doing right now. I did it. I have to say, I did it. I've been purchasing Crow, obviously. Let me tell you a story. I purchased Crow at 50, at 40, at 30, at 18, then at 12, and then right now, 7. I don't have good luck or something because I've been buying low and lower and lower and lower. It's kind of crazy, right? But I believe in the project, man. I believe in the longevity of crypto. I believe that we're going to have a much better time later on. Now, I do agree with my fellows like Benjamin Cohen that altcoins remain risky. Do not forget it. Altcoins remain risky. Not because it works for me, it should work for you, right? Altcoins remain risky, and that tells me that you got to have what? Cash on hand. Have cash on hand because believe me, one of the things that I've been seeing my subscribers and followers is like when crypto.com collapsed a lot, they were like, Oscar, I have no more money. What do I do? And I'm like, well, I do have money. So you have to pace yourself. Pretty basic, pretty easy, right? To all my beautiful Cronos chain holders, look, it is not a lot. I give it to you, but it's coming up little by little. It's coming up little by little. Look, it's not crashing. The reason why is because crypto.com is not crashing because guess who is in position number 1 in TBL? Where are all my beautiful Tectonic family, baby? Let's go. Now, if my crypto.com fam have no idea what I just said, are you kidding me? You don't know about Tectonic? Come on, baby. You should know because as of today, because I watch it religiously, I see it on number 1 place position. Man, that is pretty insane, honestly. It's really, really good, guys. So the idea is like crypto.com here is going to survive. It's doing well. Proof of reserves, the audit is coming pretty soon. And we're seeing how it's devastating this effect on FTX and the different crypto contagion. But I think it's gonna be very nice, guys. It's gonna be very good, right? And here it is. To everybody see it, behold, who is number one? Tectonic. Who is number two? VVS Finance. So a bunch of things going on right here, right? Obviously. How's the market doing right now? Well, a bit positive, but really not much. It's kind of like iffy at this time. Now, for the main cake of today's live, Sunday, we have the World Cup starting. Obviously, I'm very interested to see the effect in the price of crypto, not only on Bitcoin, right, but in crypto, because, well, the idea is that this is going to be the crypto World Cup too. And at the end of the day, will that help the price of crypto.com grow, the price of Bitcoin grow? Well, that's what I'm looking at, right? Months ago, we were talking about, oh, Oscar, the price of crypto is gonna balloon to the moon because of the World Cup. Oh, Oscar, I gotta tell you, fam, if it wasn't because of FTX collapse, I am pretty positive that the price of crypto, including Cronos, would have been much higher than it is right now. And you know something, fam? In all seriousness, if the price of crypto.com doesn't do anything during the start of the World Cup and close to the end, I wouldn't be surprised. The reason why, fam, is obviously because of the sentiment. The World Cup is going to be great, but is what the World Cup brings to crypto.com already priced in? We're just about to see it. We are going to see it, right? So I hope that you understand that, because obviously there's so much going on. Now that we have a bit more people in the house, welcome, guys. How we doing? Crow chillers in the house. Well, let me tell you, brother, I like to, if you want to call it chill, this company, because I love facts and straight to the point of, I will say, objectives and goals. I'm not chilling a meme coin. I'm not chilling just a project that is going to go down tomorrow, right? It's a very, very big difference. 10 billion Tectonic here. Let's go. I hope FIFA World Cup sends crypto.com to the moon, FG. Well, that is exactly what I'm talking, right? Wouldn't be surprised if the price of crypto.com doesn't do much. And the reason why it's not the fault of crypto.com is just because of what the crypto contagion is creating right now. I want to make that clear, because before I was saying very often, family, how, you know what, guys, the price of crypto.com is going to send it to the moon. Sad but true. That has changed with what we're seeing right now. But anyway, it's too early for so negative news. It's all right. Let's move on. Now, in this case, listen up, because I'm sure that people forget, and we want a refresher. I'm going to play for you what Chris said on that AMA that he dominated professionalism at its best. Listen up what he said, because surprises are coming.
Crypto.com at the FIFA World Cup.
Oh, of course. We are the global partner of FIFA World Cup as the only cryptocurrency business. And, there's going to be probably 5 billion people watching the games. 5 billion. And the name crypto.com is going to be all over this. So once again, it's going to serve to raise the awareness about it and maybe help a tiny bit with this issue of trust, just tiny bit, because of the visibility and being right next to the most trusted brands in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
5 billion people right next to the most trusted brands. Now, let's go. I mean, why not? I mean, this is my life. This is our life. Let's go. World Cup. Let's see who are these most trusted brands. So Sunday, 10 a.m., according to my time, Qatar versus Ecuador. I hope Qatar wins. I mean, I don't know. That'll be great for them, right? I hope that Qatar wins. That'll be an amazing start for the World Cup, So when we come here, what do we see? Well, obviously a bunch of sponsors. Now I'm gonna let it load. You have to go all the way down, all the way down. Look at the knockouts right here. That's my team, Mexico, baby. Group C. Where's yours? Tell me right now in the comments. Where is yours? USA is right here. So Group B. Do you really think USA is gonna beat it? We'll see, right? I hope yes. Come on, baby. I want to go to the bottom. There you go. This is what I wanted to see. So these are the partners. Now, to become a partner, it's a different story. They could have become a partner, but it's more money. And I believe you need some time as a FIFA World Cup sponsor, because the FIFA World Cup sponsors, they are there for some time, right? They go off, they go in, they go out. But Budweiser, this one, Crypto.com, baby, Henson, McDonald's, and something else. Regional supporter, Frito-Lay. And these are the partners, the big ones, right? Adidas, Coca-Cola, Wanda, Hyundai, Qatar Airlines, and another one. So the idea, and listen to this, the idea, family, is to have any crypto exchange or any big crypto brand, because in this, here's the deal, this is kind of like super basic. Any crypto exchange is a consumer B2C type of business. You have a business, you serve the customers, right? Theoretically speaking, Cardano wouldn't work here because Cardano serves customers, but to crypto, right? Not to the main world, not to that. Kind of like what I'm saying is like a crypto exchange kind of tailors a little bit better, but than like a layer one, let's say Ethereum. That's why we probably won't see Ethereum or Bitcoin be our sponsors, right? That's kind of like nuts. But we're going to see companies that represent an enterprise, and in this case, Crypto.com. Now, why is it that Binance is not here? Because are you kidding me? Binance, I mean, when in the world you're not here competing? Who knows? That's above my pay grade. But the fact that Crypto.com is here, just imagine if Crypto.com, we move it right here. Well, that is much more money. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. How much lead, how much negativity we've heard from all these crypto fudders just because they say, oh, there's too much marketing, or oh, why are they spending so much money here? I mean, I think it's a good choice that Chris had, starting with the sponsorship level, right? Because there's more money to be right next to Coke and starting as a FIFA World Cup sponsor. And now this is for a one-time event. What I'm saying is, hopefully by the next World Cup, we have our Crypto.com still with us, crushing it, and we can have it as a FIFA World partner, because by then, can you imagine the next level, type of exchange that we'll have, Cronos, Chain Labs, and more? It's going to be fantastic. So this is the beginning. That's the main goal. This is the beginning of something that can revolutionize Crypto.com, because it has a specific opportunity. Doesn't have it Binance. Forget about Coinbase. Forget about FTX. Please forget it. Please. That's horrible, right? And Huobi is not even here. KuCoin's not even talked about. So to be honest, guys, the only exchanges with the caliber, the brand recognition that can be there, I can only name two: Binance and Crypto.com. That's it. I cannot name anyone else. The other one that I could name was FTX. But tell me where FTX is now. It's only. That's it. Exactly. They only spend about 10% on marketing. So, right? They really are a master when it comes to the budget allocation. So there's where we are, everybody. It's awesome to see us right there finally in the FIFA World Cup. And it's coming up pretty soon, right? So I kind of wanted to tell you this, 5 billion people. Let's continue listening to the band boss.
I think it's going to be a tremendous tournament. Hopefully it will allow all of us to relax a bit and stop thinking about this collapse last week. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be great. And again, I hope you guys have a good time. We also have some stuff super special for you to participate in. but that's something that we're going to be announcing later.
So that what he said is probably this to kick off the impossible challenge. So that was posted on the 16th yesterday, and the interview was on what, on the 14th? 3 days ago. Yeah, roughly the 14th. So I am pretty sure that crypto.com has way more things than just giving $1,000, which, by the way, I participated here, and I highly recommend you do participate on this one. You might have a chance, right? But the idea is crypto.com should have some type of sweepstakes or giveaways in Qatar and also online, since they know they need to keep the online audience entertained. Would you agree? So that's really what's coming up this Sunday, baby, and I couldn't be more excited. People are buying Cronos. People are ready because of what he said, and I love it, man. This is really what we want. This is really what we want in the space. Cheers. I think it helps to feed Crow for good luck. There you go. Oscar, who do you think is gonna win it? It's too difficult to tell, man. But I think, like he said, right, an amazing time just for us to relax a little bit from the market as to see it. Because here's the deal. We started talking like November. This is November, man. We are passing 8 cents on crypto.com. We are at 9 cents or so. This crash, this continue because of FTX, right? We were looking at 12. That was our average. That was just less than 10 days ago, everybody. Then we collapsed because of FTX with the news, and they collapsed with the crypto.com FUD. Pretty much basic, right, for a lot of people. So we are not able to push back all the way up, although it's not difficult to do so, in my opinion. I think looking at 11 cents, 10 cents should be really, really nice and sustainable. Basically, roughly like around 60-something% pump here on TradingView. And I don't think that is asking too much, just because of the volume that we had. And it's still there. Where is that volume? Well, it's right here, everybody. There's your volume. That's the volume that exited. So when we were having these troubles, right, with crypto.com insolvency, bankruptcy, and all of the things and the FUD, that now it's dead, by the way, the people left for Binance, they left for some type of cold storage. So I don't really think they're going to be coming back anytime soon, just because they probably already made their mind. It will be a time. It will take some time to get that liquidity back into crypto.com, so we see much higher prices, right? We were kind of having some type of pumps on the 14 when we were having the AMA. So this, let me tell you, this price that you see right here, this series of green candlesticks on the 4 hours, so from 4, 8, 16, roughly 12 hours of nice price, increasements. It happened when Chris was talking, so it kind of makes sense, right, to have all of these changes in everyone's volume. But for right now, what we're seeing here is this nice consolidation that is not moving along, and probably the reason why is because of the FTX new breaking news that we're seeing. Then Genesis always also coming in, and Binance being investigated by the United States government. So it's kind of like all in one beautiful package of FUD, not directly to crypto.com, but just directly to the crypto market as a whole. And since the company has crypto in it, kind of like comes immediately to mind to the people. That's what they don't want to kind of come and buy from it. That's kind of like the idea that I had. Oscar, I don't know how much about FIFA, what teams have a chance to winning. Well, I'll leave that up to you, brother. But I hope that we have a great match, to be honest with you. Why do rich crypto guys be running with the Democrats and not markets are crashing? Probably you're talking about SBF, right? Classic person. It is what it is, man. Oscar, when do Crow burn? Monthly, yearly, per transaction? Well, it does happen, in my understanding, when there's a bridge from the Cronos to the crypto.org and vice versa, right? You can check that out on the Etherscan as well, because it's an Ethereum token. So that's kind of like what we're looking ahead for here. What I'm going to do is the following, everybody. I'm going to go to the weekly here. I want to add my Fibonacci retracements because I love it, man. I think it's going to give me a lot, some couple nice levels. This is basically the entire crypto.com as a whole. There you go. It's pretty insane, you know, what we've done. There it is. There's our crypto.com so far. It does look pretty nasty, in my opinion, the price pumps and the price dumps. Immediately, I can tell you that it takes forever to see the price kind of come back down, but it's just a couple of days, man, and it shoots all the way to the moon. It is what it is. Now, from here, I go to December 20th, right? This is kind of like the price that we're seeing here on KuCoin. I go all the way here to the top of the price, which is 97 cents. And where are we at? Well, basically the 100% retracement, absolutely. So mathematically speaking, we got to be looking at, I'm going to go ahead and bring this. We got to be looking at right here of 26 cents to pass the first Fibonacci retracement at 78 retracement from the top. So obviously it's going to take a while to get there. I think 26 cents, it's not probably happening by the end of the year. That's something I can tell you. So the idea for crypto.com, everybody, and for price prediction purposes, what's the idea? To not go any lower and to continue roughly at these levels and to see the price gradually growing up and up and up according to the FOMC meetings, inflation, news about war that we had, and more. That's kind of like what's going to be trending right now. The CPIs, the FOMC meetings, the interest rates hikes, the crypto contagion, and all of the upcoming news that we have so far. What are those upcoming news? Well, he's going to provide us with the proof of reserves. That's going to bring even more, I think, meat to chew, because now we're finally going to be able to see what crypto.com has in liabilities. I'm expecting some FUD from there, but other than that, I think crypto.com has everything that it needs to continue providing and rolling. I went to the Chris Twitter. There's nothing pretty much going on. So at this point, everybody, he doesn't have to say anything else because he already said it. And one of the things that I was looking ahead when I was reading a bunch of comments is that Chris, instead of going to a Twitter space to have a dialogue with a bunch of people and maybe disagree or agree more, which Binance did with CC, he went to the mainstream media, he went to the big broadcasters and kind of like super chill, super quiet, like in a more professional way, better said. And it worked for him so far because now we got the message, right? It's just kind of like different ways of doing it. It's always nice, for sure. Thinking about buying Crow, ADA, Shiba, or Sol. Nice. Is Tectonic gonna burn tokens? Not at this time, brother. Not at this time. From what we understand, they're not gonna do that. Anytime CryptoBit, happy to have you here in the house, of course. Not gonna do that right now, having 500 billion. And they're not looking at it, right? They're not looking at it. And it is what it is. This is what the price looks like for Tectonic. You need to be deleting a bunch of billions for Tectonic to even consider. Well, actually, they're in the trillions. What am I saying? They're in the trillions. So a bunch of trillions to even consider 401, right? And there's one thing about Tectonic that I want to tell you. I'm seeing more content creators talk about Tectonic, which is a positive, right? So now you are going to have a more diverse, more different people, brains coming in, which is awesome. You really welcome anyone who talks about Cronos and crypto.com. I'm one of those, obviously. But I see now Crypto King starting with Tectonic, which is really good. Just be aware, of course, of those price predictions because they're going to get intense. And you know what I mean. Obviously, I've been trying to say it out loud how bullish I am on the Cronos ecosystem. I already told you, right, about the Cronos ambassadorship that I'm going through it. And we'll hopefully see if we get it. That'll be awesome. But when it comes to the prices, especially with this, the idea is that they remain risky, man. They remain very volatile. Tectonic, VVS Finance, these are DeFi tokens that, sad but true, let me tell you, sad but true, here's the reality that I see. Tectonic and VVS Finance, just to say two out of many that I've worked on, they never really saw their true price potential. They never saw it. What do I mean? We never got to see a massive, huge, kind of like stupid pump for the two of them. We never, because first the price collapsed a lot and then it pumped a lot, but it really kind of like broke even and then collapse. So it collapsed first, then it pumped a little bit, pumped, and then collapse. So we really never got to see that, right? The reason why, everybody, well, it's because nobody knows. What are you talking about, Oscar? We know. Yeah, bro. But, I mean, we're almost 300 people. That's amazing. Which, by the way, if you're liking the content, go ahead and smash the like button. Maybe we get more people in the house and more people know about Tectonic. What I'm saying is, yeah, guys, we're not even close to the Tectonic golden era, the VVS Finance golden times, the MMF golden times too. We're not, right? There are other different cryptos that people are worried about, and this is not the first one they're looking at. Now, is that okay? Is that healthy? Is that something that should be concerned about? Guys, you have to understand that I think for DeFi, we are, if I say miles away, it's an understatement. I think we are light years away. Oscar, what do you mean? Let me explain. If right now crypto regulators are looking at, FTX and stable coins and NFTs, DeFi, and I think what we do in the money market accounts, it's really 2024-ish, 2025-ish, right? Because 2022 is cooked. 2023 is going to be the crypto winter, building, see who survives. And 2024 is probably going to be the comeback at Bitcoin $20,000 to $30,000. So when you're buying Tectonic, this is me saying you need to look ahead years from now, right? We're going to have some pumps here and there for sure, but VVS Finance, Tectonic, MMO, Ferro Protocol, and all of those, these are extremely new tokens, new DeFi applications that offer for the one who is interested in DeFi and in Cronos chain an escape, right? And I like it. I like the escape. That's why you see 4 years in the vault, 2 years in the vault, 48 months in the vault. But the beautiful thing about this is that if it does go well, according to those roadmaps and those white papers, because go to the roadmap of VVS or of Tectonic, of all of those, go to them. If it goes like they say, what's going to end up happening? That everyone who participated in such is going to be extremely well compensated by those rewards, right? Because we need the population, we need the users, the liquidity. I think the people behind the projects have no problem adding more utility and community and social if people wants it, right? Exchanges too, but they're waiting for the right time. Every single time when I go to Tectonic Discord and I ask, because that's a question everybody asks about the exchanges, which by the way, there's a new exchange on Hotbit on Tectonic, which is really good. We are kind of like waiting. Now, can they do Coinbase? Can they do this? Can they do that? I'm pretty sure they can. But if you were the project owner of something like this, I think you will wait even, right, for the right opportunity to get a lot of exposure, right? NF saying, hey, what's going on, NF? Happy to have you here in the house, brother. 2025 will be the year of happy tears. Imagine now if people are saying 2025, so you're pushing it 3+ years, right? who is gonna be here in 3+ years? That is the question, right? I mean, that is, I think, what we wanna see. And that's why at this time, 2022, like I'm telling you, mommy, cooked completely, but amazing opportunity, because all of these dApps, I work with Versa Games, I worked with MMF, or like talked about it, Fair Protocol, and I mean, so many of them. And the idea is like, right now there's a bunch of them, and the idea is that they're gonna add even more. There were like 71 or so, now 77, so there's more coming in slowly but surely. Now another thing is, you guys see here at the top, that's the TVL. Now what is the difference, TVL or coin or market cap? Well, market cap, you have the total number of circulating supply times the price of the token or coin, and that's your market cap. But the TVL is the money that we, the users, we go to the decentralized exchange, and then we activate our liquidity, our cash, we swap it to a native token, we wrap it, even if you have to wrap it to another one, so it collides and it surfs in a different layer, and you get your money inside, and that's how you do liquidities, right? Liquidity pools. But it's a complete mess. I know it's DeFi. It's pretty weird to understand if you're new here. But the point that I'm trying to make is that thing is going to explode at the last time you know it. The same time it exploded up and it came back all the way down, it can also explode back again. And once that happens, you guys see this all red, all of this red. Yours truly, early 2022, I'm talking January, February, it was all green. It was all green. That's why we made the How to Become a Millionaire with Tectonic, How to Become a Millionaire with VVS Finance, How to Become a Millionaire. Now, can you make yourself a millionaire with all those tokens? The answer is yes, but we're in a much different market right now than we were back then. That's kind of like the difference, right? And that's why for Cronos, like for crypto.com, it's gonna be our guy here, Chris. But go to Cronos, just type Cronos, in my opinion. You're gonna start looking at our videos. No, I don't want our videos, I want the channel. I think because, let me see, Cronos Chain. There's a channel called Cronos Chain. Here it is. So I watched a video from this channel. It's amazing. Great, really. So this is the official Cronos Chain. I watched this one. Really nice, I will say, ending that they have here. So Cronos Chain, they started with this channel not that long ago, 5 months ago. But they really started to publish like 2 months ago. So I really like this thing, how it works. So they're trying to get on top of people to get more liquidity, and that's the idea, right? So just expect more from them, guys. I will say we're barely starting, man. And even here, who is winning? Litecoin. I don't care about Litecoin, but I wish them the best. Who is losing? Solana badly. And I don't see, well, Cronos is somewhere there with 1% or so. But you see, guys, it's the beautiful thing about the ecosystem. You love it, you hate it, but we're kind of waiting a long time for this one. A long time, I'm saying, in crypto years, but realistically speaking, if you take a look at your Fidelity account, your 401k account, that is long. That is 30 years down the road, 25 years down the road. Forget it. You're not going to enjoy it when you want. But when you're looking at these tokens, it's risky, but there's a chance that we can go to the moon. Don't forget to like, everybody, and consider subscribing, and welcome aboard. How's the family doing? Sunday, guys, Sunday. Sunday is the time, right? What agenda do you have coming into a strongly pro-Crow channel and bashing it? Or probably you're talking to somebody else. That's all right. It happens. They come, and I'm happy that you see the fodders coming. We have all the warriors here at the end of the day. Oscar Savage Ramos, that's yourselves truly. Let's go. Happy to have you here in the house, everybody. Crypto.com, FIFA World Cup. Obviously, we're going to be here talking about it tomorrow. We're going to be talking about it on Saturday, and on Sunday, it should be something super, super fun, honestly. We'll do a special live because by then, I'm sure that they're going to be already playing, and I'm sure that we're going to start seeing the Crypto.com logos a lot of times. So there should be some type of follow-up on the Crypto.com website, Twitter page and Instagram, just kind of like following what in the world is going to be happening. So I like that. I like that. They deserve, to be there. Somebody we need in the crypto space. Don't forget about the Crypto.com challenge too. So it's kind of quick and exciting. So let's take a look at this.
64 games. 28 days.
This is insane.
This is the hardest challenge I've ever done.
What is going on?
It does not get any bigger. The FIFA World Cup is where firsts are made. The ultimate opportunity for teams and players to write history. But what about for the fans? Is it my chance to write history? So I've been travelling to matches for years.
What a strike!
So Crypto.com and Copper90 have tasked me to complete the impossible challenge.
Oh my god.
To become the first person in history to attend every single match of a FIFA World Cup.
There you guys have it. I mean, impossible challenge, baby. It's coming to our doorstep super, super fast. And of course, you have many one, even Formula 1 and more. And this one is really cool, FYI, right? Crypto.com has zero exposure to the Genesis and Gemini Earn. Good to know, Crypto.com. Sad but true. Good to know for me, as you already know if you watch my breaking videos, guys. It is what it is. But one of the things that I gotta tell you, fam, is that there's no more FUD. FUD is cooked. FUD is absolutely cooked. There's nothing at it right now. People are ready for this. People are buying, Classic Crypto buying his Loaded Lion and more. So what we can take as a takeaway here is, I think people want a lot of blood, and when there's one company that is announcing something, or we're finding things that it's gonna putting the company at a disadvantage or at a moment of weakness, that's when a lot of Twitter FUD goes in. But it is a perfect opportunity for that company to come out and rise and shine and tell the world that they can survive it. Like, for example, right now, Gemini, it will be amazing because, I mean, there's people with a lot of money there to come out and say, hey, we're going to protect our customers in the earn and in the exchange too. I mean, stuff like that. That'll be awesome. That is exactly what it seems that when we have a problem like this in the crypto space, they just don't have money, man. There's no way for them to get a bailout, right? And they just declare bankruptcy, and that's it. That's kind of like the easy way out for them. They try a couple of things, but that's kind of like the easy way out. And what did we see earlier today, guys, right? What did we see? I'm going to leave it here in the price of Cronos. Let's go to the 15 minutes. There you go. What did we see? It's basically a razor thing right here at the bottom. So it's just been consolidating for a long time. What we saw in the last couple of hours, from John Ray, the chief restructuring officer from FTX, is that one of the worst cases, a complete failure, right? So SBF had no idea what he was doing. So we find ourselves in these times in crypto where I think it's going to be awesome to tell future generations what we survived. And that on itself, for reals, like I'm not kidding here, it will give the best boost of morale when we finally go through it. So money's going to come back to the entire place. What do I mean? It's going to be a time sooner or later. Don't know if it's going to be 2023, 2024. Doesn't look like it's going to be 2023, to be honest with you. It's not going to be 2022. We're all kind of rooting for 2024, but it could be end up looking like 2025 when finally we start seeing that comeback in the crypto space and the numbers become more green, right? So dollar cost average, if that's the time right now, then cheers. Nice. There's a YouTuber coin called that you need a MetaMask wallet. Cool. What's up, Golden Eagle? Happy to have you here in the house. Welcome. And Luna. Yes, Terra Luna Classic holders. We crushed that trillion. Now we're the 5.9. So no longer 6. And December 2nd, Binance massive burn. So that should be amazing. Terra Luna Classic, ongoing progress, ongoing process, especially on a bear market. It takes a while, man, right? It is what it is. What's going on, Zachary? Happy to have you here in the house. Welcome, buddy. That's the idea. What is your guess that Tectonic will go up to? I think my thought with Tectonic right now is more on the TVL side than on the price side. Because like I've said, DeFi is cooked for 2022, although there's a bunch of building, but for price related, which is kind of like what everybody wants, it's cooked. But Tectonic, we already done the analysis, and worst case scenario, we cut 1-0 up to 501, 509 or so. That'll be amazing because it's really a great number. That is adding the 500 trillion in supply. That's kind of like the worst by the time we reach that point, right? So still a nice way to go for this decentralized application. That there's gonna be a lot of, I will say, the price predictions that are gonna be stupid and extremely, naive and silly. But the ones that are good, those are gonna be the ones that are gonna come close to reality. BNB right now, this is what we're looking. And this was way above $2.50 or so, but just with the price collapse, this is what we're seeing right now. If we had 44 billion in TVL, we're looking at $1.76 right now, with the same circulating supply. So for Cronos, they already deleted 70 billion in supply. That's what he said on the interview too, right? So you might see some burns here and there, which are great, but 30 billion right now, basically. That's kind of like where we're gonna be standing. 24x, baby, right? So for Cronos, it is not gonna be a token. It's not gonna be a cryptocurrency that is gonna give you $1,000,000,000 level returns like Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or even Terra Luna Classic could give you, right? Because those are plays that are much more risky, but much more rewarding when it comes to money, of course. But for crypto.com, this is your blue chip. Not pun intended because it's blue, but this is your blue chip, right? Like my ADA, for example, it's the only one that we can compare is it's just a 12x, right? Right now, 12x, $4. Now I've heard some crazy predictions on ADA way above $10. Obviously, if you increase the price of Ethereum, which the price should be at around $5,000 to $7,000 in a great bull market, you can only imagine, right? Now we were talking about Tectonic, right? Tectonic, there you go. So Tectonic, here's our friend. We gained 1-0. Now we deleted 1-0, right? So this was 0. Now we gained 0 because the craziest, here it is. Here's where we gained it. Now we are deleting 1-0 once again. So here's the max, right? I always like to show the charts because I don't have anything to hide from you because this is all public information. So the idea, my fellas, is that we need to add all the supply. Now, here's the reality for Tectonic. Probably before we get to 500, they're gonna be starting some type of burning mechanism, right? There's no way we're gonna be waiting 2 years or so without burning. I'm sure. I'm thinking about that, just thinking about that, right? Because there's gonna be more governance, there's gonna be more type of say when it comes to that. It will be awesome if they do burning, right? Because we have a fixed circulating supply, but that circulating supply is huge, right? It's beyond huge, right? So I understand they wanna lend a lot of them, but man, can't believe it. The price is insane, and then the lending is insane too. Now, even if you add all the circulating supply and we compare it not to Ethereum, obviously that is a dummy, very, very crazy comparison. It has to be compared to, where was it? Aave. So Aave, when I remember I did this like 2-3 weeks ago, and it was way above 1 billion. Now it's only 861 million. Just to give you an idea how sold off the market is. That is only 16x. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Realistic expectations, fellas. I'm comparing Tectonic to the highest, most used on Ethereum and everywhere lending protocol. That is Aave. And that only deletes 1 0. So deleting 1 0 is way more than enough to have the market cap we desire, less than 1 billion, and still have an amazing return, right? So what I like to do is always compare what we want to the top of the line, what we want to the top of the line, to the top-notch contender. And for Crow is Binance, for Cardano is Ethereum, for Tectonic is Aave, and you can do the rest. For BVS Finance, it's gonna be Uniswap. Now take a look at this change. This is a huge change from 113 million market cap to 4.4 billion. This is 38x. So we are on VVS Finance. We start with 5 zeros and we end up with 3 zeros. So you see why I still buy VVS Finance? Now, obviously this is years away, but can you imagine if VVS goes multi-chain and Cronos becomes really powerful and all of that? So I am bullish. Not because the price is going to skyrocket by the end of the year, but because of all the utility that we are going to see as time goes on. That makes sense. So love to paint the picture here, guys, because obviously it's years down the road. Eventually in a bull market, the idea, let me say this with a straight face to you so you know, this is not in any type of way advice, but I do want to practice what I say here. When it comes to DeFi tokens, it's tricky because you have some locked, right? And those cycles will come and go and you cannot do anything about it. But if you have some trading and you're in a bull market, don't wait any longer and get out, because you know it's going to come down. It's not going to stay there for forever. You may want to buy more, yeah, but once you're in we're going to see by then. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll keep you in the know. But once you are at the top, brother, like right now we're at the bottom, dude. Like we're bottom, dime bottom, right? But once we're in the green, baby, like, oh man, this looks amazing. And your mom, your dad, your dog, everybody wants to invest, like the whole thing. That's when you get out. It's known. It's known. Once the last person you thought of knows what you know, it's time to leave. Everybody knows that, right? It's a known, well-known saying in finance. So I'm telling you because I want to practice what I say, and I'm looking for those days. That's why I have a stash that's not staked. Right? Oscar, can you explain the Tectonic? Oh, well, because what happens, I don't know if you notice all the XVVS, Tectonic, Pharaoh, and well, that is the token they give you once you stake. It just makes all the math and we'll say the staking process work. It's really kind of like the same thing. The first time I saw that was with XVVS. I was like, okay, I'm staking. I'm getting this. to put it back to stake. It's just a way so everything kind of works, right? Because once you stake in this DeFi centralized world on Cronos, it's like an extra incentive to do so, right? Not just stake it and that's it. It's just there sitting around. No, they give you that as a reward. You do something with it for launch pads, for more staking, or to actually go to the vault. That's the idea. Total supply of Tonic, 500 billion. Sorry, trillion. I always get confused. Trillion, and BVS is 100 trillion. Now it says 68, but it's 100 trillion total, right? It is what it is. Well, who does Crypto.com affiliate with regarding their earn program? Chris mentioned not Genesis. It's Crypto.com's. It's Crypto.com's. It's their own thing. I think that's a good question for me to kind of double check on that one for sure. A believer in Crow, just saying. I'm a believer in Crow, brother, because I'm going to go to the change. But I mean, like when I wanted to do decentralized finance, fam, I really waited. And you already know that, right? If you watch my channel, like I waited, man. Like I didn't want to, where are the chains? Let me go to DeFi Llama main. No, I want to go to home. I want to just go to the home. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I'm just going to close. I'm going to open it again. When I was doing decentralized finance, what I wanted to do is, here it is. Change. There you go. What I wanted to do is just kind of like know how this worked, because I was totally lost, man. Like I remember when I started doing, because it was crazy. Let me tell you, when I was starting crypto in 2021, everything was booming, like kind of weird. We were kind of getting up to speed, and people were like, try NFTs, and I'm like, no. And then try DeFi, and I was trying NFTs by then, and I was like, because I always kind of was on the fence on many things because I didn't want to lose money. I kind of was starting. So I then started with NFTs, then with DeFi. It took my time. It takes a while to get up to speed, right? Never did really PancakeSwap because I was kind of like sketchy on PancakeSwap. So many hacks and so much people losing money and impermanent loss and all of that. So after looking at all of, or like some of them, I really liked Crypto.com back then, and I found that Cronos is their chain, right? Their EVM, and I'm like, just let me give it a try, and I did, and ever since I'm like, wow. Obviously the tokens are destroyed, but it is what it is, brother. It is the price we have to pay sometimes, but the learning experience has been amazing. What's going on, JV? Happy to have you here. The learning experience has been amazing, and we loved it. All right. So Crow can have $10 each coin. Put that back in, and let's rewind in 2025 maybe. I'm a new subscriber. I got a question regarding Crow Earn. I put my Crow Earn and had 3,100, and when I put it on Earn, the price went down to 2,900. The amount of Crow didn't change, but the price went down. Got it. That's pretty weird. Those are the questions I also had, but mine got resolved because I purchased. And when you purchase at a higher fee kind of tier than what the actual value is. It is what Crypto.com does, right? But when you do the earn, I don't do earn on Crypto.com. I do the DeFi, right? I don't do earn the small percentages on Crypto.com on the app. Where is it here? On the app? No, I always go to the DeFi wallet because you get more, right? So yeah, that's my take. But if you want to know, heavily recommend go to messages, go to it's Crypto.com customer support. Where is it? Here. Customer support. They help you. They really, really do help you. Make sure is this one not a scammer. You can only imagine. So that's the right one. They are really responsive. So any questions you have, boom, 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 boom. They're gonna get to you. All right. LUC can have $100. Nice. In the house. Of course. Besides Crow, what's your favorite altcoin? Besides Crow, what's my favorite altcoin, brother? Well, I have many, right? I really like the project. I think that's one thing that I always kind of preach in my channel, because this is where we at right now. Whether you're buying Cronos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, we're at the pits of inferno when it comes to the price. We are so down that, you know, we're seeing ants when it comes to how down, how low we are, right? We're not even in the rainbow chart. I like token. That's what I really bought back in 2021. I like Shiba Inu because of its meme vibe. Obviously with different allocations to each one of them. I like Cronos, algorand, Bitcoin. I mean, I really like a lot of crypto because it's a liberation from fiat. The problem was that we just got at the worst time ever. The reason why is because of the pandemic. If you didn't know, just the pandemic, it's pretty much what caused everything, right? You just look back, right? Look back. The pandemic caused everything great and everything worse. What do I mean? The pandemic made the federal government give trillions of dollars, inject in the economy. We had a massive bull run in 2021 due to that, but guess what had to happen? Quantitative tightening. That was quantitative easing, the first one. Now, quantitative tightening. And of course, sell-offs everywhere, right? So the pandemic is kind of like what created this whole mess at first. And now we're just seeing how all the dominoes are crushing. But in a way, for crypto and the industry, this change in pace in less than 5 years, which is unprecedented sometimes for I will say the level of security these companies have. Maybe they cannot handle this. It exposes all those companies that are not well programmed, settled, and put together. And we saw many of them, right? I'm just speaking the truth right here. It is just what it is, right? Crypto.com was tested, it won. Some people will say that it's too early to call it. Let's see the foolproof audit, and I'm sure we're gonna be fine too. But FTX is lost, right? Terra Luna collapse. Voyager, BlockFi, 3 Arrows Capital, more maybe coming. More may be coming, which is sad. But it shows you, right, that this bear market is taking over what's not well settled. And what comes out and still standing, that's what's really going to be popping off really well once we are on the other side, right? I love a lot of crypto. I think it's an amazing story. But it is a test, because I can guarantee you I'm gonna lose some money throughout this period of time. Not because I am dumb and stupid, because I didn't know how to trade. I'm putting my money to sleep to get more cash flow, passive income, but it's just the company goes bankrupt and now I have no money. Now, have to understand, when you see the Twitter headlines or the magazine headlines saying customer lost this money, oh, customers didn't know. You have to understand, people work, people are busy, people are not thinking about crypto all day like maybe you and I. So people leave their money thinking like it's a Roth IRA, thinking like it's stocks, thinking like it's 401k, to come back and they're like, oh yeah, I had like $500 here. Oh, you know what? It's gone because the company went bankrupt. And that's what people right now are getting used to, because there are no strict regulations that protects customers in crypto yet, right? So I think I gave you a much more detailed answer, but I was kind of feeling it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's kind of like what I've seen since 2020, man. It's insane, right? I remember the pandemic crashed and everything started pumping, man. All of a sudden, like tech stocks, man, through the roof. And I'm like, man. And obviously, that created FOMO. And after FOMO comes FUD. Baby, Ricky, what's going on, brother? Happy to have you here in the house. Smash the like button. Thank you very much, JB. Of course. Of course. That's the beauty of crypto, Oscar. To give some chances, of course. Not as wrong. The pandemic didn't cause anything. It was a so-called response. I don't want to retire. I want to make cash flow. Luna Classic. Let's go. Fellas, there's the 1 hour. There's the 1 hour. We did it. To recap, are you ready for the World Cup, baby? Cronos fam, thank you so very much for stopping by in the Oscar Ramos channel for a nice time to chill and relax. FUD is gone. FUD is dead. Onward, like the thumbnail. Onward, baby. We're moving ahead, guys. What's behind us is behind us, right, JV? Thank you very much, JV. I appreciate that a lot. I'll let the alert ring in, but it's behind us, everybody, right? There's a lot of money to be made in 2022, yet still, and more in 2023. So blessed and happy to have you all here, guys. Another great time to explore and keep you in the know. By the way, I just started doing the breaking kind of like small clip updates, and I'm seeing that you guys enjoyed. I see the comments, I see the likes, so appreciate that a lot. Any more thoughts, please tell me. But I want to say thank you, JV, Mommy of the Aka, bunch of my subscribers and fellows here. Thank you, guys. The more you hold, the more you earn. Staking also, however, how many you can afford. I only have 1.5 million. Nice. Apps get hacked too. Is Layer 100%? Yeah, I've heard that Ledger got hacked. Insane, man. It is what it is. This only solidified our trust in Crow Chris. It makes sense, right? I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm happy that it happened, because instead of putting more money on a company that's gonna go bankrupt, better know that if it actually is gonna withstand the storm, and it did. Like everybody, we are expecting Binance to also withstand any type of scrutiny that the United States government is gonna give it, right? We kind of like are expecting Binance is gonna go through it. Still, it's gonna be there. Like XRP, Ripple, they already know everybody there by now. They're like, oh, dude, what document do you want? They already know the whole Congress by now. So Ripple is another good one, right? And I've been buying some Ripple here and there too, because you know Ripple. I mean, I saw Ripple everywhere, like great company too. So my Cronos captain, Cronos King, what's going on, brother? Let's go. So guys, Ricky, thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot. So let's continue. I'm putting $100 on us. Nice. Oh, appreciate it, Ricky. That's going to be awesome. Really excited to watch Mexico, of course. Guys, well, I forgot what I was going to say, but the point is, yes, everybody, it should be fun. It should be exciting. And let's see what other surprises we have in the crypto space. I want to say thank you to all of you for coming in to the live. And really appreciate that a lot. It's still a lot of things going on yet, so it's gotta move forward, right? And if we see the prices ballooning to the moon, will you expect a response from Oscar Ramos here in the channel, right? Whether it's dumping, pumping, go up and down, we are here updating you to keep you in the know. And because this is only the beginning, guys. If 5 billion people are gonna watch that World Cup, just 1%, guys, that adds to the crypto industry from those ads from crypto.com. That's it. We just need 1% of 5 billion. Just one. Not asking for 10%, 50%. It's not going to happen, right? We're not there in the billions yet. But a couple of millions, guys, and we are going to make it. We're going to make it. So, should be fun. And we'll see if it explodes. Like, subscribe, share it, guys. Thank you, Chris. And I'll see you next time. Thank you to all my awesome moderators for being here and for supporting with the chat as always. You guys are awesome. And let's go, because I'm hungry. You know, it's kind of cold here in Texas. So let's go ahead and get some chocolatito. That should be fun. God bless, guys. Have an amazing time. Eat some tamales or whatever, tacos. Go get something fun, because it's time. We gotta get our winter body, right? We need our winter body. Let's get it. Peace. Let's go, everybody. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mary. Have a good one, my friend. Bye.